It's the Immaculate Podcast.
You are now listening to the Immaculate One.
The Immaculate Podcast.
You are now tuned into the Immaculate One.
It's the Immaculate Podcast.
You are now listening to the Immaculate One.
It's the Immaculate Podcast.
You are now tuned into the Immaculate One.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back less than 24 hours for another special. Actually, this ain't a special. This is an episode of the Immaculate Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host. I go by the Immaculate One. Y'all know me. But we got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know this man because this man has been on. You know what I just noticed, man? I got my massage gun just sitting right here.
You what?
Let me put this out of the frame, guys. Listen, guys, I'm getting old, all right? I'll be 38 in like a couple days. This is my life support, all right? This is my entertainment, and this is my other side of entertainment. You know what I mean, bro? Anyway, guys, you guys know me. You damn sure should know this guy. If you don't know this guy, you've been sleeping under a rock. But I'm going to allow this man to introduce himself, and he goes by...
Just Donovan, the cultivator, full of consciousness and competence and common sense, which all leads to your confidence. Let's get it.
Hey!
Bang, bang.
This
bang.
man
Shit like that.
is no stranger to the platform. The man brings all type of knowledge, wisdom, the cultivator, just motherfucking Donovan.
Amen, amen, amen.
Guys, I do this every time, so you know how I got to start this off, guys. Got to give a shout out to the sponsors. First of all, guys, the first sponsor is ShamFit Studios, guys. ShamFit Studios is a state-of-the-art facility. It's one of our gyms here in Southern Indiana, guys. If you guys use the Immaculate Podcast, you guys will get a free week, guys. Free. When have you guys ever heard free toward the beginning of the year when everybody's trying to lose weight and trying to get into shape or they're trying to maintain their shape? You guys get a free week at the gym, guys. All you got to do is use the Immaculate Podcast. You guys will get the gym for a week. You guys will get the Sweat It Out classes. Now, I don't know about you, man, but I went to do a Sweat It Out class one time, bro, and I about died. I was laying on the ground, and I was over here like, dude, they said some stuff to me one day, bro. She was like, I need you to do like 2 jumping jacks. I need you to do a cartwheel, a backflip, 10 push-ups, and then jump on this sled, and I need you to push it 10 yards. And I was over here like, you what? No, but guys, listen, the Sweat It Out class is absolutely amazing. There's literally a multitude of stations, guys. In my opinion, I think it's better than Orange Theory. Just check it out for yourself. It's free. Use the Immaculate Podcast. You guys will have that capabilities for that, guys. They also have other things like hot yoga. They have trap yoga. I said trap yoga, guys. And you ain't never heard of that, but they got it. And then they're also getting ready to build a powerlifting gym in the basement. I just talked to the owner about that as well. And then, like I said, guys, you guys get the regular part of the gym as well. So you get the regular facility, guys. They got dumbbells up to like over 120 pounds. They got plenty of machines. They got squat racks, you name it. They got I call it the Booty Bandit machine, but they got the Booty Maker machine, man, that I know the females like. So, yo, shout out to y'all that been getting y'all leg game right. Guys, listen, go check it out. It's just that simple. Use the Immaculate Podcast. Tell them your boy sent you. Also, shout out to our second sponsor, guys. That is Guardian Storage. Guardian Storage is a local, brand new storage facility, ladies and gentlemen. If you also use the Immaculate Podcast, they're cutting you guys a special deal. What they're going to do for you guys, they're going to give you your first 2 months at 50% off. I'm going to say it again. All you got to do is drop the Immaculate Podcast. Tell them I sent you. They're going to give you 50% off both months. Not 1, but 2 months. And we all got stuff that's piled in the corners that you know darn well we got to do. We all moving. We all got stuff we need to do. We all got remodels and everything else underneath the sun. All you got to use it for 2 months. Even if you use it for 2 months, you get it at 50% off. Use the Immaculate Podcast. It's no brainer, guys. So Don DeMarco for the sponsors.
Don DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
And
Shit like that.
last,
Shit like that.
but certainly not least, Got to give a shout out to my man upstairs, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Don DeMarco. None of this would be possible without him, man. Always got to give him my respect, and I'm grateful. And I also got to give a massive shout out to my boy, just Donovan, out here doing his thing. This man has been grinding, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, you want to drop your tags and stuff on like with TikTok and everything real quick, just so they can follow you and.
Yeah, so my tag on TikTok is the Cultivator. That's how you can find me on there. Facebook, Just Donovan. Instagram, Just Donovan.
Listen, I ain't gonna say this out loud, man. Some people might not know how to spell. So, like, is there any way you can spell out cultivator?
I got you. So the Cultivator, THE CULIVATOR. Okay, the Cultivator.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna say it there. All right, I know. I listen. I know one of y'all's like, Alexa, how you spell cultivator? Honey, how you spell cultivator? Come on, man. I know it, bro. You know it, man. It's all good. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Keep it real. I keep it real like a dirty pair of sneakers, man. But it's all good. I also want you to tell him anything new that's been going on in your life, man, before we go into this deep conversation, because I know that's what they've been waiting for. Anything new been going on in your life since the last time you've been on the platform?
Yeah, I got a couple of things that I'm working on. So I just reached out to a content creator from TikTok, and he has a podcast that centers around fatherhood. So I'm going to be joining that podcast. All of that information is going to be on all my socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So that's something. That's a project, rather, that I'm excited to be a part of. Also, I am done with my first book.
Oh!
Bang, bang.
Hey, real quick, just in case they missed it. Run that back.
I am done with my first book. Okay, so that'll be coming out soon. We don't have a release date for it, but it will be coming out within the coming months. The more incredible news is that in 2026, I'm going to drop a total of 3 books.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
I know.
Hey, this is for you.
Oh my God, he's in his bag.
Hey, you killing it, dog.
I'm trying, man. Listen, there's a need out here. There's a lot of people who have a deficiency. There's a lot of people who have open wounds. And these books is not to sell books. These books are to heal people. Okay, so, and the other thing about it is the books, I could charge a lot of money for these books for the amount of time and detail and attention that I put into them, but I'm going to put them at a price point where people can be able to afford them, because that's the whole goal. I want everybody to be able to get these books and afford these books so that they can start the process of trying to heal themselves.
Hey, man, I respect that, man. Good for you, bud. Not just trying to take the dollar value and seeing the true value. And that's to be able to heal people, man. I respect that. Guys, shout out to everybody that's tuning in, guys. I see that you guys are constantly in here supporting your boys. So I got to give y'all Don DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
I see Skylar in the comment section. He talking about I ain't shit, man. Listen, Skylar, listen. You know that people can't spell. So I just tried to address the elephant in the room, and if I asked him under my breath, maybe I help somebody out, and then maybe underneath their breath, they're over here like, listen, I'm trying to help them out, okay? Some people can't spell, so it is what it is. Yo, shout out to you, Mel. I see you, Melly, in the fucking comment section, too. Yeah, you see Mel in there.
Bang.
Shit like that. Shit like
Mr.
that.
Mr. Graham, man. Tell the fan bam I said what's up, brother. Tell him I said what's up. So you know what we're here to talk about, man. But I'm going to let you start off the conversation.
Perfect. So today's podcast, we're talking about singleness. Okay, singleness is a state to be pursued, not avoided. Okay, and real quick, because I just did a video about this on my TikTok page. There's a lot of women speaking about being single mothers. And I tell people that just because you're not in a relationship, that doesn't mean that you're single, okay? What it does mean is that you're unmarried, okay? Single means to be separate, unique, and whole, okay? So just because you don't have a mate, that doesn't mean that you're single. Unless you've gone through the process of being separate, unique, and whole, you're not single. And let me break that down real quick. Separate means You're easily distinguishable from the crowd. That means that you stand out from a crowd full of people because there's something about you that's different from all the other people. To be unique means you're the only one of your kind. That means you're a one of one. You found your uniqueness. You found that thing that makes you stand out, that makes you one of one. Okay? And lastly, wholeness means that you're complete within yourself. Not perfect, but progressive. Okay? That means you've become your own entity. All right? And a lot of people are wondering why they can't find another person. And the whole point of this is to relate. So if you're not single, you're not going to find another single person because you guys don't relate to one another. And if you don't relate to one another, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with that person.
Hold on. Think they just missed that. I just want to make sure ain't nobody misses some gems, bro. Because here's the thing, dog. I feel like when you intellectually break these down, I feel like it's very easy to miss this. So when you hit these certain key points, I got to make sure you repeat it so that way people can digest that again. Please hit him with that last one more time, brother.
Singleness is a state to be pursued, not avoided. And just because you don't have a mate, that does not mean that you're single. Unless you are separate, unique, and whole, you are not a single person. Now, what you may be, rather, is lonely. And that's perfectly fine. But what I know you are is that you're unmarried. But unless you're separate, unique, and whole, you're not single. So a lot of people who say, I'm a single mother, I'm a single father, well, just because you're not with anybody doesn't mean that you're single, which is why you probably can't find anybody because there's nobody for you to relate to other than who you are. You're going to attract who you are. So when you meet people, essentially they're holding up a mirror to you. Something about them, that's you. Clearly because you're attracted to them. Okay?
Digest these motherfucking bars, all right? Damn it. I can only hit this rewind button so many times, guys, and I ain't trying to be able to just sit here and every time be like, hey, do me a favor, Donovan, rewind that. No, but seriously, guys, I was watching one of your videos on TikTok. It was one of your most viewed ones, and you were talking about single. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when you were talking about single, you kind of had opened my eyes to that, because when I think of single, I think of different. I think of single as independent, and you were talking about how when you break down the dollar, you were really breaking that down as well. And it kind of opened my eyes to when people now use the word single, and I'm like, it's not really used that in that way, in that context anymore. Like the way you broke it down, you're not single anymore. Like when I see that, I'm like, dang. Like, can you break that down? Like, can you go just a little bit into detail? Like, why would somebody now hear what you say and not feel that they're not single anymore?
Because of ignorance. The Bible says that my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge because of what you don't know, right?
Right.
So here's the thing. God only marries single people.
Right.
If we go back to Genesis and you look at Adam, before Adam received Eve, he received Eden.
Right.
Eden means spot, moment, presence, open door, delightful place, right?
Right.
So before Eve came, Adam had a vision for his life. He was in God's presence. He was working to become the best version of himself. He was a single, whole person. He didn't know he needed anybody.
Right.
It was God that had to interrupt his work and say it's not good for that man to be alone.
Right.
Pause. What man is that? A man that's in God's presence, has a vision for his life. He's working to become the best version of himself. So that means if you're not in God's presence, if you don't have a vision for your life, if you're not working to become the best version of yourself, then you, my friend, deserve to be alone. All in one body. Because
I'm away.
Bang, bang.
There's gonna be some people that's
Shit
gonna feel a little
like
threatened.
that.
Feel like there's some people gonna be feeling like I'm attacked. I feel like I'm being attacked right now, man.
listen, that's the process because you've gone so long with this identity that this is what you thought was true.
Right.
But you were lied to. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's okay to admit that you're ignorant, that you don't know something, because here I come to give you the information that you need.
Right.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Well, let me change the order a little bit. Knowledge, understanding, wisdom. Knowledge is information, right?
Right.
For you to know something, it puts you in a form for you to function a certain way, right?
Right. Right.
Understanding is comprehension, okay? And then lastly, wisdom is application of knowledge, right?
Right.
So I can't apply what I don't understand, and I can't understand what I don't know.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So people are walking around here with information that they've understood to be something, but it's not wisdom.
Right.
It's simply information, and it's not the truth.
Right.
Maybe it's a fact, because the truth means the truth means what must be.
Right.
Original information that comes from the originator. Okay? A fact is the current state of a thing.
Right.
Okay? It's not the same.
Right. No, for sure. So, just to kind of follow up on that as well, let me ask you a question, for the part of why does social media have such an impact on relationships? Like, what's your idea behind that, out of curiosity? Why fix this?
There's a lot of reasons for that. One that stands out to me is it enables people to be inauthentic.
Right.
Okay? When you meet somebody out in public, it's raw.
Right.
Okay? So meeting somebody out in public meeting somebody out in public means that you actually have to be.
Yep. You're good. Sorry, guys. We're walking through it. We're working through it. He had hit the backside of it. You're good. Go ahead.
But meeting somebody in public means you have to be an authentic person to some degree. You got to have game. You have to know how to talk to people. You have to have a sense of self, right?
Right.
When you're online on social media, you can be whoever you want to be.
Yep.
You can hide things, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Right. And then once you build a rapport with somebody online, when you meet them in person, it's easy for you to deceive them.
You can also, you can also figure out how fake it is too. Yeah.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And because we've built a rapport, a woman doesn't address certain things because she's already taken a liking to you. Her feelings are already involved.
Right.
So she overlooks a lot of things that if I met you at Walmart and seen you in person, I can read your body language.
Right.
I can tell by the things that you're saying to me what your intentions with me are. So I think that's how social media ruins relationships. And then people aren't required to be real anymore. Right?
Yeah, don't get me started on the whole authentic. They're trying to find authentic people anymore is like, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Everyone chases this fairy tale image because everyone wants to be this high status figure.
Mm-hmm.
This is why, I always, I know people probably get tired of me saying this all the time, and I'm like, guys, I'm revolutionizing how we're going to do podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they get tired of me saying that, but I'm like, guys, it's not just about talking on a microphone in front of a camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it with my actions.
Yeah.
I'm not funded by some organization, it's me and my podcast family that are blessing people in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I challenge you to name 5 YouTubers or TikTokers or people that are making a substantial amount of income on social media, content creators, that are parlaying that money back into their community and doing God's work. What they're not understanding is where those blessings are coming from. So I'm always like, it's sad that people lose sight of that. And I'm like, if I can do this with no money, could you imagine what kind of influence and control that I can put to push towards helping even more people out and just pushing that agenda to change and help create this new revolution of people that just want to bless people who can't bless them. I always tell people the best feeling in the world is when you can bless somebody who can't give it back to you.
Right.
And I say all that to say that the authenticity, the authenticness of people, it's such a lost art now. You don't know who's real and who isn't. So I always say believe half of what you hear and all what you see.
Yes.
So lead by example. So when you sit there and you break these things down, it's like, yeah, guys, listen, when he explains what single is, it's like he's not only saying what single is, but he's breaking it. What's the best way to say it? He's literally taking the definition and giving you the description, and then taking the description and putting an explanation behind it, and then taking the explanation and then literally re-explaining it in a whole different context that still explains the main message. So I think it's really cool that you break that down, but it makes sense.
That's the thing. My job is to make things practical,
Yes.
easily digestible. That's it. And the funny thing about what you just said is, it's easier to help you than hate on you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who hate on you, they can help you,
Yeah.
but they won't. But
No.
here's the thing. Everything is love. I'm love, you're love.
Right.
That's why God decided to express himself as love, right?
Right.
So in order for me to hate you, I literally have to go against my nature, which is more work when I can just help you. You get what I'm saying? But the reason why people will go against their own nature of love to hate on you instead of help you is because your confidence is their insecurity.
Yep. Oh, well, you had a video with that too.
Yeah.
What was it? Remember that one video you were talking about, how that time you were at work and they couldn't stand why you were always positive?
Yeah.
And it drove the guy crazy
Mm-hmm.
that you just always were positive about stuff.
Yep.
Like when you came in the house, the first thing you said to me, man, how you doing?
Mhm.
I'm like, what did I say to you?
You said, I'm alive. I'm alive. And people don't, and see, for you to even say that, it's like, I can tell you about all the problems that I got going on in my life right now. You said to me, I'm alive, because I actually woke up. I can handle this. God gave you another day for a reason, because I can handle this. It doesn't matter what happens.
Yep.
But people are on the opposite. They'll tell you about all their problems. All their problems.
It's about being grateful.
Mm-hmm.
But I think social media just does such a terrible job at just overshadowing paying attention to the small things that we need to be paying attention to, because we're so worried about creating this false narrative of this image that we're chasing so bad, and we lose sight of who we are as human beings.
Yeah.
And we're chasing this fairy tale image because status is everything.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer about what you and I can do to help each other out. It's all about, I want what you got.
Right.
And if it's not what I want, it's what I don't want you to have.
Right.
So now instead of working together, we're working against each other. And God didn't put us on this earth to work against each other. We're supposed to work together. There's a reason why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We're taught to listen and to learn and adapt. And the thing is people lose sight of that and they become more competitive. I'm not saying to try to outwork the next man. That's fine. I'm all about that. There is a level of competitiveness when it comes to that. But why hate on the next man instead of trying to help the next man? Because I don't know about you, but I love helping people who need help. I loved going to Goodwill and spending $300 in blankets on a cold day for people who were grateful for that. I love collabing with someone from another state to get hydration packs from a church that these people could benefit from, and to feed them that I know that a whole pizza is going to feed their bellies, and all they can tell me is thanks. Don't thank me, thank God.
Yeah.
Because that's who got it to you.
Yeah.
I'm just the front soldier here to drop it off to you. I'm no different than you.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to say this without going too far. I always want to remember never to lose sight of the main reason of why I'm here. And it's to leave the world better than I fucking found it.
Yeah.
And it's just that simple.
Yeah.
And social media breaks us down and we get blindsided by that and we lose sight and we lose focus. And our cell phones and our distractions, I think, pulls us further away from God. And that's, to me, that's the devil's plan.
Yeah.
I think all of social media is devil's work. That's just me personally. Call me a conspiracy theorist.
You're right. Media.
I think all of media is nothing but the devil's work to blindside us from the reality. And it takes people like us and people like you guys to stay focused and to keep other people who are blindsided to help get them realigned to understand that it's more than just social media. It's more than just status. It's about giving back. It's about helping one another. Like, I don't know about you. Well, I mean, I do know about you, but I can't remember the last time I ever hated somebody. Like, genuinely dislike somebody.
Yeah, me too.
I may necessarily not like what someone had done, but disliking someone, I couldn't even want to give that much energy when I can use that towards something else.
Right.
Why would I want to work against you? If anything, if you dislike me for something like you and that dude did you and the coworker, y'all talked about it. And then after you explained it to him, what'd he do? He understood.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you might have shed some light on him where his lifestyle now is impacted because of your decision makings, of your positivity, where you don't know what kind of demons he may be fighting now,
Right.
to where he can use the technology and the knowledge that you put inside of him by the wisdom and knowledge and cultivate by now changing his life experiences. You never know that you could have saved that man's life.
Right. But that's the goal, though, But by large, misery loves company, and they want us to sign a lease and move on in.
It's
But
facts.
we're not doing that
It's facts.
because that's not how we live our lives, right?
Right.
So on the surface, it may seem like we're the weird ones
Right.
because we're going against the grain.
Right.
Right. But, in due time, the truth will always show itself, no
Hey.
matter how much dirt you put on it.
Right.
Which is the irony is we're called to be fruitful.
Right.
The implication is that seed is present, so we need dirt thrown on us.
For someone that doesn't know what fruitful means, is there any way you can explain that to them?
Yeah. So what do you call the department at the grocery store that you go and get your fruits and vegetables from?
Produce.
Called the produce department. So there you will find seeds that became themselves. Well, God called us to be the same thing. He called us to be fruitful. The implication is that seed is present. You're the seed. Your issue is you're in the wrong environment. Your issue is you're not being watered. Your issue is you're not receiving any sunlight. You're not receiving any fertilizer. So you're in a state where you don't know who you are. You don't have an identity, which you have all of those things, but because you're in the wrong environment, it's like putting an apple seed on your bathroom floor.
Right.
The tree is still in there.
Yep.
But the problem is it's the wrong environment.
Yep.
And you can leave that seed there for 30 years.
Yep.
The tree is still in there.
Yep.
But if you would just so happen to take that seed and put it in some dirt,
Yep.
give it a little water, fertilizer, and sunlight,
It's gonna grow.
voila.
It's gonna grow.
It's going to
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
Hidden gems, guys.
Shit like that.
Dissect what this man is saying. Truly dissect what he's saying. I know what you're thinking. Probably all you probably heard was this seed on the ground, off the bathroom, and in the dirt. Truly dissect the bars, and I promise you, it'll make even more sense.
Let me simplify it even more. Let's kind of jump back into relationships because I want to touch on this. A lot of people would say, well, I don't know how to cultivate my singleness. And I tell you this, I grew up in a single parent household. I was raised by my mother. My father wasn't consistent in my life. But in my mind, I got to thinking, okay, I don't want to be the kind of father that my father was. So how do I fix this? So what I did was I hitched my wagon up to the kind of men that I wanted to become. Right? So you see the TV shows and the movies and things that we grew up on, Cliff Huxtable, right? And so we know that this isn't a real person, but that show gave us life. That show gave us real scenarios. It showed you a two-parent household, right? And there was a lot of characteristics from Bill Cosby, that character that he played, that I admired. So I adapted my life after that, right? The way that I move, the way that I make decisions and things of that nature. Also, I hitched my wagon up to men who were married, men who genuinely love their wives, men who were following God. And that's how I became the separate, unique, and whole individual that I am today. That's why I move a certain way. People don't see me out in public because I'm always somewhere doing something for a purposeful reason, right? And so there's no excuse why you can't be single. There's no excuse why you can't be a better mother. There's no excuse why you can't be a better father. There's always opportunity. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. It's all about how you use it.
Yep.
And I tell people, you can't be healthy in relationships, whether you are a parent or you're in a platonic relationship, you have a relationship with your boss at your job, or even in a male and female dynamic relationship. You can't be healthy if you don't read, right? Here's the thing. Any product that you go to the store and buy, let's say you go and buy a TV.
Okay.
When you open that box up, what's one of the first things you see?
Instructions.
Instructions, right? How many people read those instructions?
Nobody.
So there's a ton of features on that TV that you can't even access because you lack knowledge.
Yep.
But the knowledge is right there.
Yep.
So you can apply what you don't understand, and you don't understand what you don't know because you didn't read.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And I tell people this all the time. I read the Bible. That's why I know that God only uses singles.
Yep.
If Adam was single and Eve was pulled out of him, what do you think Eve was? So you got two single people. God did not build the human family on two. He built it on singles.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you can't say this is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, because you're not bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh.
Right.
You haven't even become yourself, right?
Right.
And a woman comes along to help you meet the requirements of what you got in God's presence.
Yep.
So as a woman, if you meet a man, this man came to you for a reason. He either came to you out of purpose or because he's running from his purpose and he's testing your boundaries. In the moment that you lower your boundaries, or the moment that he finds out that you don't have any boundaries, that's at that moment that he knows that he can hide within you from himself, and you'll allow it.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
You'll allow
Shit
it.
like that. Shit like that.
You'll allow it.
We know a lot of people is dealing with that.
I've done it.
We've all done it.
Let's just be honest. I've done it. When I was in college, I used to run from my calling. I used to hide myself in women.
Yep.
I did it. So I'm not on here speaking as if I'm holier than thou. I'm guilty too.
Yep.
And I'm also proof that there's a way out.
Yep.
And you're the way out. All you have to do is find the right environment. Whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Surround yourself with those kind of people, those kind of circumstances, and voila, something miraculous happens. Right? You start to see leaves coming off, things that you didn't see in your life before. You start to see blessings that you
Right.
didn't even pray for, but that's a result of your fruit. Why are people coming to me? Because you have something that they need.
Right.
Simple as that.
Yep. You keep unplugging that behind you. It's your jacket. It's your jacket that keeps unplugging that back there. No, so I'll bounce off of kind of what you were saying for the most part. Which shout out to you. I see. I didn't even realize that Robert was in the comment, guys. Robert was on here speaking hot fire yesterday. We were talking about the U.S. strikes on Venezuela and the capture of Nicolas Maduro.
It is wild.
Yeah, that was wild, man. And he is a young political activist that is on his way.
Shout out to him.
Yes, Don DeMarco for you, Robert, if you're still in here.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
And then also,
like that,
I
shit
saw
like
that Sean was in the comments section. Sean, I see you in there, brother. I hope all is well, man. Hope your family's doing as well. I'm sorry, I hope your family is doing well, man. Tell everybody I said hi, so I got to give you a Don DeMarco, too.
Dom DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
I appreciate you guys
like
dropping
that, shit
in
like
here.
that.
Sorry we keep having to readjust the TV and the lights and stuff. They accidentally get nicked, but all good, guys. This is a part of why we do it live. That's part of live. Anything can happen, so it is what it is. But you know what? We roll through it and we keep doing it, damn it, because it's live TV and we don't give a shit. But for someone that is maybe wants to work on themselves, what are some things that they can do to maybe improve themselves with social media? How can they maybe, what are some practices that they can do to do less social media to maybe improve themselves as single that could put themselves in better positions?
Well, staying off of social media, right? Reinventing yourself, getting in the gym, looking at your diet, right? Because you are what you eat.
Amen to that.
Okay. And when I started working on myself, I looked at everything in my life that was going well.
Right.
Right. And I said, how can this be better? Right. Simple things. And then I looked at my life and I seen the things that weren't going well. And I said, why are these things taking over my life? How did
Right.
I get here? Well, being in the wrong environment, immersing myself with things that I wasn't, right? Being inauthentic, right?
Right.
So I think the key to people leveling up their lives is you have to sit down and you have to lay everything out on the table, good, bad, ugly, and otherwise, right? And you got to start the process of eliminating things. A lot of people have people in their lives right now that they don't know that's hurting them.
Run it back.
Yeah. A lot of people have people in their lives right now that they don't know that's hurting them.
Know your circle. It's, to me, I believe in reality. If you outgrow your circle, if you look around in your 5 circle of people or however many people you got, if there ain't no successful people in there,
You're going to be number 6.
it's just that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple. So I remember when I was having issues with my finances, So I looked at the people that I was around, and I'm like, wait a minute. Why couldn't I recognize the kind of conversations that we were having? They're having conversations based on their salary. I want to have conversations based on the salary that they're talking about, bringing that in monthly.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about $50,000, $60,000 a year. I want to talk about $50,000, $60,000 a month. So I got to get around people who are making $50,000, $60,000 a month.
That's it.
Right?
Yep.
Going to conferences, buying books.
Yep.
Matter of fact, the first thing about your finances, if you want to increase your finances, is understanding money.
Money. Yep.
People don't even understand money. You make it, but you're losing more than you make.
Yep.
Right? And a lot of people, they won't even track their spending to find out what they're spending money on.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
Right, because then you would have to be accountable for
Yep.
what you spent.
You'd have to make changes.
Exactly, right? And God is a God of management.
Yep.
Right? And what you mismanage, you will lose. You ever notice people who've gotten an influx of money and then all of a sudden it's gone?
Yep.
Because subconsciously they feel they need to get rid of it because they're not used to having that kind of money,
Yep.
because their mindset and their consciousness, their competence, their common sense is not attuned to having that kind of money.
Right.
So subconsciously they don't feel confident in having it, so they get rid of it. They start spending money on depreciating assets.
Right.
Things that don't appreciate in value, but that depreciate in value.
Right.
They got to have the car, they got to have the clothes, they got to have the jewelry, right? And there's nothing wrong with having that. But if your life ain't together, you don't need anything that's material.
Yep.
You need immaterial.
Immaterial. What does immaterial mean to someone that does not know what that means?
Immaterial are things that you can't tangibly touch.
Boom.
Character,
Boom.
morals,
Boom.
values,
Boom.
standards,
Boom.
identity, knowing who you are, because those are the most important things. People think that my outside life is why I'm successful. No, it's my inner world. It's my ability to not need your applause. It's about the fact that I enjoy being around crowds, but I don't need crowds, right?
Right.
And I don't even like being around crowds full of people. Not because I'm nervous, but because I understand that I'm an entity and I love being by myself.
Right.
And the reason why I can love you is because I love me.
Yep.
And if I tell you I love you and I don't love me, I'm lying,
Lying
to
to
you.
me. Oh, God damn it.
Oh my God, he's in his bag. Oh.
Dissect these bars, guys. Dissect these bars.
So we're walking around lying to one another. People are telling you I love you. The natural response is I love you too. Wrong response. The right response is, do you love you? Here's a better response. What does love mean to you? Oh man, that'll put them in a chokehold because that forces them to give you an open-ended answer.
Yep. That's it.
Love is a response to understanding value. Love is, I want more for you than you want for you. Love is, I'm willing to leave your life if it makes you a better person. Love is what I'm willing to go without for a thing, what I'm willing to give up for a thing, the amount of value
Right.
that I place on a thing. So if you can't check me against all of those things, you don't love me. You're lying to me.
Yep.
You're faking it to me.
Yep.
And most people love you conditionally.
Yep.
Men and women are loved based on the fact that they protect, provide, care, and cultivate. Right? Men are loved based on the fact that they do that.
It's what to provide. Yep.
Women and children are loved.
Unconditionally. Go ahead and speak on it. It's going to ruffle a lot of feathers, but go ahead and speak on it.
Oh,
Go ahead and
yeah.
speak on it.
Oh yeah. So whenever people tell me that they love me, I wonder if they're lying to me. Because the love that I know keeps no record of wrongs.
Right.
The love that I know, I learned from having a relationship with God. Right?
Right.
And you can't love your neighbor if you don't love yourself.
Yep.
Right? It's like if I asked you for $20, you don't have $20, but you tell me, yeah, Donovan, I'm going to let you borrow $20. You got to get that money from somewhere.
Yep.
Because you ain't got it.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's why a lot of relationships don't feel authentic because people are lying about love.
Yep.
You can't love me. You haven't even learned love.
Right.
Because for you to love somebody, if I experience a woman cheating on me, the fact that I love her, I'm not going to cheat back. I'm going to leave.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
Or if you want to stay, you get counseling, whatever the case may be. But if you cheat back, you ain't love that person. And it shows that you practice poor character.
Yep.
Oh, well, Donovan, she cheated on me. I was going to get her back. So you allow somebody to make you into what they decided to become.
Yep.
How stupid is that? So you step down off your throne to become something that you despise that person for.
Yep.
You're stupid too.
Yep.
I don't understand this.
Yep.
This is what we do.
That's modern dating. Modern dating 101, bro. We also live in a modern generation where a woman parades herself sleeping with 1,000 guys in 12 hours, posterizes herself on social media, and makes $1.2 million a month on social media. Men are the consumers.
Broken men.
Broken.
How about this? How about they're not even men? How about they're males?
Oof.
Because let me touch on that for a second. A man is a species that God made in two models, male and female. Once matured, we become men. We become women. But a man was made out of God's own image, nature, and likeness. But a male is someone who's either mature in their mature. They're either mature in their immaturity or they're immature in their maturity. And it's evidence by how they act. I can tell. I read body language. When I walk up on you, I can tell whether or not you're a male or you're a man.
Right.
I can tell how you treat your woman.
Yep.
Look at how you treat yourself.
Yep.
Look at the choices that you make.
Right.
So you think that it's wise for you to keep sleeping with all of these women and you got baby mama at the baby mama at, you don't love yourself.
No.
You're running from something.
It's the social media status is why they chase that. Social media.
You think that you're a man because you're able to conquer all of these women when you're supposed to be leading these women closer to who they are so that she can be ready to be received by a man.
Yep.
Someone who's mature in his maturity.
Yep.
Someone who is maturing in his maturity.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the onus isn't just on men. It's on women too.
It's on women as well.
Because you have a responsibility that I can't get access to sex from you if your legs aren't open.
Yep.
I can't get access to sex from you if you know who you are. So males, seek out the kind of women, females, that don't know who they are. It's a test.
Right.
And social media helps you with that. It's a filter. I ain't got to be real. I just got to sell her a dream and
That's
make
it.
sure she believe it.
That's it.
And now they're chat GPT in the ass.
Yep.
Excuse my language.
Yep. Now you can literally go on Instagram. Actually, I know a guy that plays in the NBA right now. I'll tell you a story. So I said, hey, man, out of curiosity, why you stay single? He goes, Instagram makes it too easy. I said, yeah. Out of curiosity, though, I kind of get old. He's like, I don't know, man. Every time I go to a new city, I just hashtag the city. And I just look at all the girls that have hashtagged that name in the last 14 days. I DM the first 10. Usually 4 out of the 10 I end up talking to. Out of the 4, 2 end up signing NDAs. I was like, yeah, this makes sense. But here's the thing. You have 82 games in a year, right? Let's just say out of 82, 60 of them you decide to actually go through with. To actually check out. You do the do. You wake up in the morning, she's gone, whatever. Never talk to her again. Don't you think out of 60 bodies, how many times that your personal inner soul detaches from you every time you relieve yourself? How many times you think you lose a part of yourself every time? Instead of being just with one person that you know is your ride or die. Because you know these women are only here for status. But you're willing to give everything 60 times every season for the next 14 seasons. By the time you're halfway through your career, you're going to be so cold-blooded, you're not even going to know how to love. You're not even going to have an arousal by just knowing what it feels like to feel loved.
Right.
Because social media taught you what a relationship should be like.
Yep.
Not what the Bible, not what other successful people told you what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Again, generational gaps. Our grandparents, when they got into when they were in relationship, fights and stuff like that, there was no other option.
No.
They didn't go to Instagram and post that they were pissed off and post thirst trapping videos and and shaking ass in aisles at Walmart and at the clubs and throwing it back in front of their friends just because they were mad at their dude, or their boyfriends was at the gym flexing, flipping up their shirts and flexing because their girl liked their ex's photos or something like that.
Right.
We're led in the wrong direction because of social media. Social media does a very good job of crumbling the relationships, and then we lose sight of that, of what the real reason of why relationships are there for.
Yeah.
The whole point's to build an empire.
Yes.
You can't build an empire by yourself.
Right.
Caesar, Genghis Khan, all your people that were rule leaders didn't do all that by themselves.
Right.
They had to have other supporting cast. In order for you to build this empire, you have to have a co-pilot. This is why when I say people's, relationships, I always say men lead, women follow.
Right.
That doesn't mean she can't be a co-pilot.
Right.
The pilot, yes, he's the one that ultimately may make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
The co-pilot is just as important.
Right.
But the co-pilot will defer to the pilot because when it comes to making critical decisions,
Mm-hmm.
the pilot will never fold.
No, he's responsible.
He's going to take all the responsibility no matter what happens.
Yeah.
You can't break him. You can't fold him. You can't do anything to him because he knows that's his one job.
And because he has a helpmeet that's helping him meet the requirements of the thing that he's working on.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is we let social media blind us from our true responsibilities.
Yeah.
It teaches us that we can pretend
Mm-hmm.
to be somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But what they forget is when this is no longer active and we're doing this,
Yeah.
you can't no longer be that person.
Right.
And you got to be authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Then you realize that you got nothing in common with this person.
Nope.
That y'all can't even talk.
Nope.
Y'all too busy looking at each other's phones and can't even have an intellectual conversation.
Right.
Then you realize, I can't date this person because we got nothing in common.
And the problem with that is, especially with women, when their feelings are involved, it's hard to leave.
Yeah.
I've already invested too
I
much
do it too much.
time.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Mhm. Let me add to your consciousness
Okay.
real quick. You said something interesting. You said the guy in NBA, he's if he did that 60 times in a year for 14 years, you're just accounting for the fact that he's sleeping with them. Who are they sleeping with? Let's say each of those women was sleeping with one other person. That
100
doubles it.
It's 120.
You see what I mean? And then what if the woman that he's sleeping with, what if she's a lesbian and she's sleeping with other women that has mental health issues? All of that gets transferred to that guy.
Mm-hmm. I heard. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I heard
You're good.
I heard an interesting thing, theory. But I saw this statistic, and I took some time to kind of read up on it. It was a doctor that was talking about it, and says every time that you basically go inside of a woman, from all her past,
Her body remembers it. Mm-hmm.
her body remembers every single other dude that
Mhm.
did the same thing.
Exactly. Yep.
And every single guy that
Mhm.
did the same thing,
Yep.
DNA still remains in her
Mm-hmm.
even years down. So you got to think of all the trauma
Yes.
and all type of issues and everything that they've been afforded through other partners that they've been afforded to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even potentially know what you're laying down with.
Right.
What kind of dumpster fire that could potentially be.
Well, you know what you're laying down with, but people aren't cognizant of it. It's you're laying down with a foreign entity.
Yep.
You're laying down with a product that's malfunctioning.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
But we want to know why they were crazy. We want to
Right.
know why the guy's crazy. We want to know why she acts crazy.
well, you can't pair bond with her either, because I don't pair bond with trauma. I've healed mine, right?
Right.
So, and another thing too is that the thing that I look for in a woman, one of the first things that I ask is what is your relationship like with your parents? Because I'm a father, and father means source and sustainer, right? So if you didn't grow up with your father, then me being a father to our children and me being a father essentially to you, source and sustainer, I don't want to make it sound like any incest, okay? But me being a father to you, you're going to reject that because that's not normal to you because you've never seen it modeled.
Yeah, it's
so
foreign territory.
to you.
Right.
But chaos is regular and
Yep.
it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that's in the streets selling drugs, that's moving about in the streets, she's attracted to him because he resembles chaos. So
Facts.
yeah, people miss these things. You can't have a healthy relationship with somebody who didn't have a healthy relationship with their parents. Now, don't get me wrong. You can always overcome that.
Right.
I did. Okay. But that person has to do the work. We don't relate if I did the work and you didn't.
Right.
I don't care how fine you are. Right. We need connection. We need chemistry. We need compatibility. Right. You have to have those two things. Right. How do we connect with one another? Right. How are we compatible? Do we have the same morals, values, standards? Right. I got character. Do you? Right. I got to make sure that when you're out in public, you're a good representation of me.
Yep.
And as with me,
Vice versa.
there's certain places I can't go because I'm a father.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I have to think about the reputation that I hold in the community for my woman and for my child.
Right.
See, that's being a man. Oh man, you being a punk, man, you a square. Yeah, I guess I am a square. That means you can't roll me around.
Right. So, men's mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have so many guys that's going through depression?
Because they don't know who they are. All
Is
right?
it a social media thing? What do you think? What do you think the leading cause of that is? Because I'm one of the mindset, man, and this is probably where we might be different on, man. I believe a mental health thing is here.
Yeah.
It's what you cultivate.
Mhm.
It's what you do here.
It's internal.
It's literally internal, man. And people push back all the time. Oh man, I really got mental health issues. Brother, you ain't got no mental health issues. You created it here.
Yeah, and you didn't learn how to use your mind.
That's it. That's literally what I tell people. It's what you put in here is why you didn't learn the proper tools to combating those things, to learn how to fight them so they don't affect you. We all have mental breakdown moments. I'm not here to say that I've never had where I was at low points.
No, but you course correct.
But I'd be damned if I let them keep me down and grounded out. No, I just had that moment myself in the conversation where I'm in the mirror and I'm like, grow the fuck up. Get up, get your ass up, put your shoes on, stand 10 toes, walk through the glass, and learn from your mistakes.
Right.
Become better. And it's only a mistake if you don't learn from it.
Right. Well, let me say this. The most important part of a house is the part you can't see. Right? Okay.
Right.
Let me break that down. So the city will go through and survey homes.
Right.
Right? If you have a house that has a bad roof, blown out windows, siding that's missing, city won't condemn it. Okay? But that house could be brand new. If that foundation has a crack in it, they'll condemn it. Do you know why? Because that foundation carries the whole load of the home.
Right.
The point that I'm trying to make is men are that
Foundation.
So men they look good on the outside. Cars, clothes, jewelry, they dress it up, but they have cracks in them because their foundation is messed
broken.
up. Yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I've always said that. Guys, focus on your mental health. Learn the tools that it takes to overcome those objectives because God's never given us more than we can handle. We just got to know what it takes to overcome those. Find you a coach, find you a mentor, find you someone that can help you break those mental barriers. I just believe that when you run into a mental collapse, it's your body telling you,
Yeah.
hey, we got to go.
Yeah.
We're down and out, but hey, bro, let's go. I need you to go. Come on, man.
Mike, let me ask you something, man.
Okay.
Why is it a thing that women are scared to tell a man no? Maybe because when that guy was a kid, he was told no all the time. And he didn't have a man around to teach him that this is normal.
Right.
And how to transmute that. right? Because if there's no man around, then you don't learn authority.
Right.
So when you grow up and you hear something that you don't want to hear, you respond emotionally
Yep.
and not logically.
Logically, yep.
But why are women afraid to tell men no? No, you can't have my number. And it should be as simple as, okay, miss, have a good day.
Yep.
You know? Why are women?
Man, that just happened last
I
night.
don't understand.
Just happened last night. Crazy part. All right, I got a story to tell real quick. I wish I had a story tell button, but all right, we're gonna go back in time, ladies and gentlemen. This might go back in time. We're going back into yesterday, last night. So I'm standing by the stage, and this guy was standing there, and he was trying to talk to this girl. And, you know, she was kind of like, And he's like, hey, just let me talk to you. She's like, no. And he's like, hey. He goes, why you gotta be a bitch? He goes, all I'm trying to say is you're cute, and I just want to talk to you. She's like, I do not want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to walk up. Of course, I had to grab him, and I was like, bro, chill out.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I didn't do nothing. Da-da-da-da-da. I was like, bro, I just watched everything.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, she's not interested.
Right.
I said, you need to learn how to take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
I said, bro, I'm not here to kick you out or anything, bro. I'm just telling you, keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
I said, it's sad that you don't understand what rejection is, bro.
Yeah.
I said, she could have been an asshole. She could have threw the drink in your face. She could have punched you in the face. And to an extent, I wouldn't have been mad about that because you didn't know how to take no for an answer. She
Right.
told you twice before she finally got loud.
Mhm.
We shouldn't even went that far.
Right.
First no should have been like, hey, my apologies. Hey, just wanted to be able to give you your roses. Keep it on moving.
Right.
We've all been rejected at some point.
That's life,
Life is all about rejections,
especially for men.
but we learn from them.
Supposed to.
And that's what I told him. I literally used this education. I said, listen, bro, I'm going to put you on game.
Mhm.
It's okay to be told no. Because then you get to redefine and reassess why you thought you were told no.
Mm-hmm.
Probably had nothing to do with how you looked.
Right.
Might have been your approach,
Mm-hmm.
your atmosphere.
Right.
It might have been just your body language.
Mhm.
Think about all these logical things before you just walk up to a female.
Yeah.
What separates you from all these other dudes?
Mhm.
That's what you got to think before you walk up to her. Free game, y'all. This is free game. Be different.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think 10 other dudes walked up to that very attractive woman and did the same thing you did?
Yeah.
You was number 11. Guess what?
She was tired.
She was already fed up. And you not taking no,
Mm-hmm.
caught the back end of it. Now you look like the asshole.
Yep.
Now, everything that I just said, do you understand? He goes, brother, I ain't never thought of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, do me a favor. Free game, y'all. This is free game. Next girl you approach, assess the atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
and tell yourself, is this the most optimal area that I can put my best presentation out there
Mm-hmm.
to gain her attention, knowing all these distractions around here are going to still give myself the best chance
Mm-hmm.
to secure that number.
Yeah.
That's your first assessment. Second assessment, is her friends going to even allow me even close to her?
Mm-hmm.
Third, got to imagine there's some guy that's already tried to approach. How
Mhm.
can you separate yourself from every other dog?
Right.
If every other stray dog goes in and the lady keeps feeding the stray dogs, what makes you think she will take you in to actually keep you as the pet?
Right.
You got to be different.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. Why are you even approaching her?
Again,
What's your plan with her?
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Again,
Mm-hmm.
presence.
Mhm.
Again, is where you're at? Is this even the right position? Is this the right time?
Right.
So these are the things I'm trying to open my man's up to. I said, you
Mhm.
want to get her attention? Compliment her and just walk off.
Yeah.
If she's that curious, she'll come.
Y'all find one another.
She'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if you want to step it up, if you got some finances, walk up to her friend,
Mm-hmm.
find out what they're drinking,
Mm-hmm.
buy them a drink,
Yeah.
walk off.
That's it.
I
It's
said,
different.
nobody's doing that around
No, it's
here.
different.
Every dude that buys a drink, they want to stick around for their investment
Mm-hmm.
because they want to see what's to it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, these women walk off after that happens.
Mhm.
That tells you right there she ain't interested.
Yeah.
So, brother, don't do it at the bar.
Yeah.
Do it outside the bar. Catch her at Target. Catch her at Starbucks. Catch her at Walmart. Catch her at Macy's. Go anywhere but the club. That's not the best ideal sitting. But if you're going to use that opportunity, do something different.
Right.
Don't catcall. Be different. And it's just funny that you had brought that up, and I was like, oh my God, that just happened last night.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry to like go into that detail, but it even showed me like how their generation is so malnourished in just awareness skills and just understanding that like you guys don't have a clue.
Yeah.
You use your phone. Social media is the reason why your game is so trash. We had to pass notes around to go talk to somebody. We had to do face-to-face conversations in the hallways to a girl we had a crush on. And if we didn't get her. That's how it worked back in the day. We couldn't just like her pictures 10,000 times until she finally said, well, I guess I'll give him a try. We didn't have none of that. We had to do it the old way, and that's why we can cultivate different ways to be able to gain the attraction and the attention and cultivate our own structures to build ourselves into being attractive. So, like, I just tried to give that young kid some free game in the learning experience of telling him, like, brother, just learn how to take no for an answer. But after he shook my hand and he walked off with a boatload of confidence because he's like, now every time that I ever approach a chick, this conversation I will always forever remember.
Right.
Yo, Don DeMarco for him, bro, for learning.
Don DeMarco.
Giving out free game.
Bang, bang.
Yo, George, I see you in the comment section, brother. How are you doing, big dog, man? We're just sitting here giving out free game, bro. Man, I know we've been kind of going for a little bit, bro, and kind of chit-chatting with everybody, giving out free game, talking about singleness, and we talking about mental health, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about, man, or you feel like we didn't whack them over the head? Because we both know you're going to be on here 10,000 more times.
Yeah.
But, I know we talked about your book that's getting ready to come out, which you hadn't dropped the release date, which if you guys missed it earlier, this man just finished his first book. He is going to drop a release date. He dropped his TikTok account, which one more time, just you want to drop the handles.
Yeah, on TikTok, I'm The Cultivator. And on Instagram and Facebook, I'm Just Donovan, JUSDONOVAN.
Guys, and then also, if you haven't already, do me a favor, like the video. That's all I want. Like it. Make sure you guys go on the Immaculate Podcast Facebook page. Follow us. Give us a follow. Go into the YouTube page. Make sure you follow us on the Immaculate Podcast YouTube page, guys. This doesn't cost anything. And if you really rock with me, like a lot of y'all say y'all do, like I get people constantly stop me. I had a few people stop me yesterday. They're like, dude, I thought it's amazing that you raised like $1,000, man, and you did all this stuff. And I'm like, I didn't do nothing. That's God's work. My community is who helped me make that possible.
Yeah.
So, they helped me bless other people. But if you really rock with me, all I need is a like, all I need is a follow. And if you see that this content is actually worth it, share it. I'm not going to be like, no, always share it, because here's the thing. It's not always going to stick. There's going to be some podcast episodes y'all might find boring. There's going to be certain podcasts that y'all like, yo, this was fire, and other people need to hear about it. But like, guys, like I keep telling y'all, the podcast is growing rapidly. I'm about to post this picture probably today to tell y'all guys, within the last 2 months, the podcast has nearly doubled in views. We had 75K views 28 days ago. In the last 28 days, we are almost at 155,000 clicks. Guys, people want to know what the hell's going on at the Immaculate Podcast, and it is my job to get them to follow us and jump on the bandwagon. I told you once, I tell you again, I'm going to keep saying it. We are revolutionizing how we're going to do podcasting. It's not about talking on a microphone in front of a camera. It's about action. It's about changing the game. It's about bringing back and giving to the community, guys, and leaving the world better than you motherfucking found it.
Don DeMarco.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that.
And your boy just finally got his TikTok going. So make sure you guys go follow us on The Immaculate Podcast 1 on TikTok. I will be posting a lot of short clips. That's going to be comical clips. That's going to be informational clips. That's going to be dropping bars. I know y'all about to see a lot of him because things you're going to be seeing today from past episodes that he's been on. There's going to be gems drop, guys. Listen, the TikTok account is only going to be for gems and comedic stuff only. I promise you. I know a lot of y'all don't like to sit here for over an hour and watching the podcast. I get it. We live in a TikTok mindset where every 10 seconds you got to swipe up. So your boy's going to do you a favor. He's going to cut them down to 10 seconds so y'all see some really cool things of the best parts about the podcast episodes. So make sure you give us your boy a follow at The Immaculate Podcast 1 on TikTok. And then, like I said, The Immaculate Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Hit that notification button. Give us a subscription. Hit us with that like button, and it's all going to be dandy, and you're going to be rocking with your boy, and your boy's going to keep giving you content. He's going to keep working hard. Guys, listen. Your boy just did a podcast yesterday, impromptu, must I say, because it wasn't scheduled. The only thing I had scheduled was with my man's Just Donovan here, out of nowhere. Donald Trump decided to go over there and kidnap Nicolas Maduro, and guess what? One of my politics guys called me immediately and was like, Micus, I know you're going to get on the podcast talk about this, right? And I'm like, hey, bro, let me hit the gym, and we can go into the lab, and we can cut on the camera. I do this for y'all. I don't do this for me. I want to give you guys constant entertainment, guys. Listen, the more y'all show me love, the more I'm going to work hard to keep giving y'all content. I promise you, 2026 is going to be better than 2025. We are killing it. Y'all stay locked in, and I'm going to keep giving y'all this absolute bread and butter, and we're going to make a dinner fest with this.
Amen.
Anything else you want to tell them, man, before we close out?
Listen, you said it. You said it. I'm just excited about the materials that I got coming out. I think this is going to be very informative, transformational for each and every person. And like I said, I wanted to make sure that the price point was going to be at something that everybody could afford, because I care more about you getting the information and downloading the information. And let me just say this, it's practical information. The way that I wrote the book, I wrote it in such a way to where I'm not using big words. I'm using language that anybody can understand, because I want you to get this, okay? And so I'm very excited about the materials that I have coming out. I'm going to be traveling and doing a lot of speaking at colleges and things of that nature, faith-based colleges, talking about relationships.
Nice.
So I got a lot of things going on, right? And so I just want you guys to be better people. Me and Mike we don't want to be the only ones who are out here being successful. We want everybody to be successful in their own way, in their own light. And that's all we're doing with this podcast, is sharing light. That's it.
That's it. And guys, last thing I forgot to do, Adam, I got to give you a shout out, Don DeMarco, for Adam.
Don DeMarco.
Bang, bang.
Adam was our most recent subscriber to the Immaculate Podcast. So anytime that you guys subscribe to my page or the Immaculate Podcast page, you guys will get some exclusive merch. Guys, I have t-shirts coming out soon. I've been working with my IT guy. He's been on the way of that. I have my editing guy who has a couple images. We're going to have t-shirts. Anybody that subscribes will also get those at a very discounted rate. I'm talking dirt cheap. We're going to have those t-shirts for sale within the next few weeks, guys. So if you want a t-shirt, let me know. We'll lock that in. If I got to ship it, not going to lie, you got to pay for the shipping, but I will ship it out wherever I got to. Hell, I even shipped to Venezuela if I got to. Shout out to my people in Venezuela. But I'll ship it out whenever you need me to. When I tell you guys, like I said, we are going to do big things here in 2026. Next week, we're donating $260 to the Isaiah 117 house. Guys, I am super excited about that. That's going to be giving diapers, socks, shoes, gift cards, food. We're literally going to be helping the transition of kids coming out of traumatic homes and helping them transition into foster homes. And the Immaculate podcast is going to help with that as well, guys. I'm telling y'all, we are killing it. We're going to continuously keep killing it, and it's because of y'all. So I want to thank every single each and one of y'all. I don't care if you dropped in here for 1 second or you stayed here the whole time. I'm gratefully, I can't express my gratitude for you so much. And like I said, the more you keep showing me love, I'm going to keep working my behind off to continuously keep doing this, guys. This is so fun for me. It is strictly only a hobby. I'm not making any money off this stuff. Like I said, guys, I keep all receipts, any type of donations and everything that I get. I keep my receipts, so that way can't nobody be like, well, what'd you do with the rest of the money? No. Micus has all his receipts. It says that every single dime of it went towards that particular item. Micus ain't pocketing no money. He ain't built like that. This is God's work, and God knows that I am here to serve him and to serve the community, and that's what the hell we're going to do at the Immaculate podcast. So I will bid you a farewell. And make sure you guys go like us on the Immaculate Podcast. Like I said, guys, Facebook, YouTube, and now TikTok. TikTok is the Immaculate Podcast 1. That is TheImmaculatepodD to the C to the A to the S to the T. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Immaculate Podcast, guys. I'll catch you on the next episode.
It's the Immaculate Podcast.
You are now listening to the Immaculate One.
The Immaculate Podcast.
You are now tuned into the Immaculate One.
It's